Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So, about 3 weeks ago, Saturday, I know this is a very late video, like 3 weeks late, but I kind of wanted to touch upon something. And before my phone turned off, I was watching Christy Carlson Romano's video talking about 9/11 and her experience, which if you have not seen her video or her channel, please go check her out because she is awesome. Love following her on YouTube. And she kind of gave me an idea, a video idea. So, respect to her. And, yeah. Anyways, I kind of want to talk about how my spiritualist journey and how I became a spiritualist, if that makes sense. Well, I wasn't kind of pretty much started 20 years ago. About 20 years ago from Saturday. I was 5 20 years ago, and at first I was like the week before I was having dreams. My dreams kinda came true, most of them. Some of them came true more than others, but that's besides the point. And I was living in this like small-ish apartment back in my hometown, and one night I had a dream of, I don't know, something happening about 20 years ago. A few nights go by, and I heard a dog barking. Now, I don't think I had a dog back then, or we had a dog back then, because my parents were separated, or like split. And I heard a dog. I checked, there was nothing there. And I looked up, I went back to sleep, and I felt this presence. So I looked up, there was like this red thing on my ceiling where I was living at the time, 20 years ago. And the day of 9/11, I was 5. I was waiting for the school bus to go to school. I think the bus was like running late or something. And I said, there was this church that the kids would go to in the like neighborhood would go to. And my mom's girlfriend at the time brought me to the bus stop after like watching TV and getting ready for school. And I said, I see God. God is coming down. True story. And minutes later, the Twin Towers got hit. And that was a spiritual, I would say spiritual awakening. I didn't know it at the time. And then a year later, me and my family moved to another apartment. Me and my brother had a shared room. And there was this thing. There was this being where it would come down, watch me sleep for it would like stand in like this doorway from where our room was that led to the attic. And it would come down and do things that spirits should not do to kids. And let's just leave it at that. And then the voices started. I was 7 at the time. I started hearing voices in my head at a really young age. And the voices said, hey, we're leaving. They sounded like my parents, or my mother at the time. And I ran out the stores, 3 different stores. And then, yeah. Now, I was the weird kid obsessed with fact or fiction, which is a good show. I loved that show. Ghost Hunters, all that stuff. I practically taught myself spirituality at a young age. Was not aware of what was going on. And I was still having dreams that came true. Some came true, some didn't until they were going on, or until they came true. And me and my friend, me and one of my old best friends, who we started having a falling out. I honestly don't remember why we had a falling out back in 3rd grade, but we had a falling out in 3rd grade. And we had like one of those weird frenemy. We were frenemies, technically. We We picked on each other. We bullied each other. We called each other names. He called me Kevin Nash. I called him Skinny Bones because he was skinny, and yeah. I mean, okay, this is technically why I hate the name Kevin Nash. Me and my friends, me and my best friend, old best friend, which I don't talk to anymore or at all, because he's living his life, I'm living my life, so on and so forth. And at first, my nickname was Kevin Nash because we were a group of friends who liked wrestling. And as the name started being worn out, I started hating it. And we had a falling out, and I turned to the cooking channel. I was a kid watching the cooking channel, Power Rangers, Marvel movies, X-Men, Saturday morning cartoons, still trying to be a kid. Or still doing kid things. And I was watching ghost hunting, ghost adventure shows like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Beyond Fact or Fiction, Beyond the Crypt, Tales from the Crypt. So many dark, spiritual things that at the time I was not aware. I was heading down the path of becoming a spiritualist, and it technically started the day of 9/11, which I was not aware of because I was young and I didn't know much about spirits or the spiritual side. And yeah, so me and my friend, or me and my old best friend, one of my old best friends, had a 6-year fight during the time. We ended our fight in 9th grade. We ended our frenemy feud, if you want to call it, back in 9th grade of, I want to say, 2011, 2012. Yeah, beginning the school year of 2011, 2012. And the person who technically helped us stop our feud was our teacher, our soon-to-be teacher, Mr. DeSalvo, which, if it wasn't for him, we would probably still be feuding to this day. And when I became homeless back in 2013, 2014, I changed my name, or had a pretty much spiritual awakening. I was still having future dreams that came true. Some didn't come true till months later, or sometimes weeks later, or whenever they wanted to come true, if they came true at all. And I was playing a game with my cousin, who I was staying with at the time, after moving from another family member's house, because I was still homeless, living with my mom and doing school, and I wanted to graduate with my friends and whatnot. And I was playing this game, WWE 2K14, I believe, on my cousin's Xbox, and I made a character named Shadow Screaming, and that is my go-to nickname for, or my go-to spiritual name whenever I feel things or have certain things happen, or during certain events like Dark Night Month or AK/Dark Month. And I still use that name to this day. And it started, I want to say, in 2014, 2015. And yeah, so 20 years later, I am fully aware of my spiritualness, and I did go to church from 9th grade to 2016. And at the time of 9/11, me and my family was going to church right down the road. And to be honest, that is my spiritualist journey and how I became a spiritualist. And there's a lot more to my spiritual awakening and journey, but that's just too long of a video to be honest. But yeah, 9/11 changed everything. It literally woke. It was definitely an eye-opener for a lot of people who was born that day and who wasn't, and who was there around that day or was alive around that day. And I just want to say, to those who had someone in the Twin Towers, I hope everything is better now and life is okay now, and that we take some time to readjust our mindsets and stuff. And I wish all the people who had family members and friends who were in those planes and in the Twin Towers and in around the Pentagon, all the best, and my heart goes out to you. And I know this is a late video, but I just wanted to say what I felt like I needed to say, because this is a very serious topic, and I wanted to shed my point of view and what happened with what was going on with me during that time and whatnot. So I just wanted to say my heart goes out to everyone affected by 9/11 and still is affected to this day. And my heart truly goes out to everyone alive then and now. And if you think this video is not sincere, it is completely sincere, and this is really true to what happened to me leading up to 9/11 and during 9/11. And I just want to say, to the men and women who helped, thank you for your help and thank you for your service, and hope everything is good now with you, and hope everyone is healthy. And yeah, anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.